missiles go from Russia to the United States. New start limits on Russian deployed intercontinental range nuclear weapons, including every Russian nuclear warhead that is loaded onto the intercontinental range ballistic missile that can reach the United States in approximately 30 minutes.
Imagine that. And how long it take a flight from Russia to America? Yeah. So 30 minutes. Take a missile from Russia. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. So like they say, Russia already shot their missiles. That's why you need the chariots. Russia shot their missiles right now. What the hell are we going to do? Where are we going to go to? We can't make it to Canada in time, the border.
I take a train. I'm not even getting home yet.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. It says the total flight duration from Moscow, Russia to the United States is 11 hours and 24 minutes. Wow, and a missile can hit in 30 minutes.
That's we're going to read it right now. It's 24.
I got an article too as well.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24.
Yes, if a missile took 11 hours to get here, some people would get, you still probably wouldn't even get out because there'll be so much traffic to get out.
So imagine 30 minutes.
Patient. You think people going to stop at the red light? They send a missile come, cross the street. That motherfucker's everybody going to be speeding. It's going to be chaos, man.
You should say what, in 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour.
1 hour, 30 minutes for it to hit?
Yeah, they tell you missiles coming. That stop sign, you can forget about it, man.
Yeah. Traffic.
Racing to get up.
They're not stopping pedestrians. They run people over, all of that.
They're going to try to get to Mexico. They're going to try to get to Canada.
But you're not going far in 30 minutes.
You're not going far in 30 minutes.
We're
talking about if it took 11 hours.
It took 11 hours.
Yeah. It would still be chaos. Yeah, a lot of people would kill each other in the process. Because every said people are not going to listen. Look at the stop signs, the red light, the thing, that. Everybody going to be speeding out of here, man. It's going to be crazy, man. Okay? A lot of people will try to go in their bunkers and you guys going to get burned. See? But it's not going to take 11 hours. I said we just read 30 minutes. So what can you do in 30 minutes? Nothing. That's why you need Yahweh. Now you know why it's pivotal what we're doing. Yahweh Shah is our only hope. Only hope. Your bunker not going to save you. None of those things going to save you. Right? The chariots got to come and get us out of here, man.
That's why our Lord Yahweh Shah coming in the midst. You know, in the midst of that fire, he's going to come to return to gather the elect.
And these people don't know how severe that's going to be. Most High going to let you feel all those millions of degrees, man. All of it.
I believe it's 100 million.
Yeah, he's going to make you feel all of it. You think it's all quick death? Nah, he's going to make you feel it.
It's 7 times hotter than the surface of the sun. The missiles, man.
You're going to feel it, man.
And it's way higher than the atomic bomb. We see what the atomic bomb did. You see? Zechariah 14 and 12, when people's face is going to melt.
That's what you said. You're going to burn in the presence of the Lamb and the angels. Right. All right. What you got, Isaiah 24?
Yep. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the field shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open.
That's how the missiles travel. They go out of the atmosphere and they come back down. Right ahead.
And the foundations of the earth do shake.
That's the missiles, bro, Cap. What can do that? Right ahead.
Verse 19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly.
Yes, I said, because Russia going to hit America. America hit Russia. China hit America. America hit China. Iran going to hit America. North Korea Earth is going to wheel to and fro. It's going to move off its axis, man. There's going to be a lot of earthquakes that day, 10.0. It's going to be crazy. Tsunamis that day. But why? Missiles back and forth. It's going to be a dreadful day. That's the day of the Lord. And there's going to be so much fire and so much destruction. It's literally going to block out the sun. It's going to be crazy, man. Go ahead.
Verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. It shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And it shall fall and not rise again.
That's the day of the Lord. All right? That's the day of the Lord, man. She says, warns you that desire the day of the Lord. For what end is for you? It's going to be a day of darkness and not light. Okay, when the missiles drop, man. She says the heaven became what? It became as a scroll. It tells you Isaiah 30, tells you that Revelation 6 too. And a rich man tell you they're going to hide themselves in their bunkers. But when you read Isaiah 24, it tells you they're going to grab their ass up. Read that.
Jumping down to verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. They shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
You don't know how long that's going to be. But wherever they hide, we're going to grab them up and chain them. That's the rich man. After his society burned up with fire, he's going to captivity. He's going to look at Lazarus from afar. We're going to be ruling. That's what that's talking about, man. Okay? That's the fire that's going to destroy him. And then he's going to be gathered up. He's going to be chained up. There you go. Huh? Railroad Reporter?
He said Railroad Park.
No. Okay. You too. Okay. All right. You said praise the Most High and Allah. It's like, we don't know you.
God.
I ain't gonna say praise him.
Allah means God, but we know where he coming from. You mix. Which one are you, man?
Which one are you? You double-minded. That's double-minded.
Yeah.
You can't praise both. Because
Allah means God, but you following that Islamic shit. Alright? The Most High's name is Yahweh, it's not Allah. See? The Most High's name is Yahweh. E to be, and it's Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We say Most High in the name of the Son. I'm talking about the brothers, we don't know where that is, Railroad Park. We don't know where that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you Jakes are all over the place, man. Scripture said, look at that, Ephesians 4:14. See, that Jake bugged out, man. He may not be coming back this way, man. Jake bugged out, man. Saying? We don't got time for that shit.
I was looking for 7-9.
What's it? 3 and 9? Oh, what you got?
Go for Ephesians 4.
4:14, yeah.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine.
We carried away with every wind of doctrine. We don't deal with shit like that. The doctrine is Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. That's your foundation. You can't be moved with every wind of doctrine, man. You see what I'm saying? We're not dealing with that, man. There's only one truth.
Right?
That's it. The Apostle Paul said, where you getting, Knock again?
I was looking for, there's only one name, Zephaniah.
3:9?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, to serve him with one consent.
Yeah, so anybody say Allah in the kingdom, off, because you that's some Arabs, that's what they be, which we said, Allah, I am going into God or powers, but which God are you talking about? There's many gods. Okay? Who are you talking about? God is not his name. God is a title. The Most High is a title. Heavenly Father is a title. What is his name? What is his name? The Most High wants you to call him that name. That's what he said, I should turn to the people of pure language and making them say, oh, that's the kingdom. Let's read verse 12. I'll show you that's a damn lie. We're going to cut that with the scriptures, man. Well, no, see, we got to wait till the kingdom to get his name. What sense does that make, man? So I'm going to give you your secrets, your nationality, the prophecies, but my name. Hold on. I mean, let's wait till the kingdom. I can't reveal that yet. Doesn't even make any sense, man. That's foolish as hell, man. All right, what you got?
The book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 12. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
So anytime they say that in the kingdom, read verse 12. That's a cut. Afflicted and poor people. We're not going to be afflicted and poor in the kingdom. See? She's got demons out here today. What he said?
I don't even know what he said, bro.
Fucking, God, yo, we got to do, God, all the spirits we done seen today. Fucking.
I'm glad they're not sticking around, bro.
Yeah, man. All praise Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Saying in this army out here today, man. You know? What you got?
Baruch 2 and verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
There you go. And they know that scripture too. They know this scripture. Let's get to Isaiah 19, where 5 cities shall speak the language of Canaan. Which is that Hebrew, man. The ancient Phoenician, the Canaanite, the Syrian, the Akkadian, the Hebrew, they call them what? Aramaic. They call that what? Sister languages. It's very similar. And that's what we communicated with the Canaanites, Abraham. They're all speaking the same thing. What you got?
Isaiah 19 and 18. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan.
That's talking about now. That Egypt is talking about right here. Babylon, America. Right? Because it tells you within that same verse 13, it's talking about America, man. Most of us talk about Egypt, and then he said, what, Babylon the Great? No, that's 13:19, I think, right?
13:19. Yeah. It says, and swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction.
Yeah, so the most side of Egypt is this right here, language of Canaan. So we know it. We're not fluent in it, but the words we need to know, we know what's needed to make it out of here, man. Right. And in the kingdom we have the full. That's gonna be the spoke. Like English is the standard tongue. In the kingdom, Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash is gonna be the standard. That's what you nations got to learn too. Right? You're gonna have to learn that Hebrew, the holy tongue. We just read it. Everybody's gonna call on the true name of the Lord. Nobody gonna be saying Jesus, Jesus, Allah. That's gonna be done. It's Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Period. Right? No exceptions, man. And you have to learn that ancient tongue. Everything's going back to the ways of the East. Right? See? As we're looking at the ways of the West right now, it's just chaos here, man. And the Most High, like we say, if he wanted to, he wouldn't even have to send the missiles because Aisha eventually would destroy himself. The way of life that he's promoting right now, everybody will be dead. He's promoting sodomies. He's polluting children. He gave women liberty. He would destroy himself, man. The shit he put in the food, what he put in the water, what he put in the air, he would destroy himself. They're talking about 2030. He would destroy himself, man. All right, so this ain't it, man. All right, what you got? Any precept you got?
No, that was it, man. I'll get a precept what you just said. Spirit. Very quick. Matthew chapter 24. You about to go there? Spirit. Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, as the brother break it down beautifully, man. If it wasn't for the elect, no flesh would be saved, man, because Esau would destroy everything, including himself. He literally pollutes the air that he has to breathe. See, he pollutes the rivers that he got to drink from. See, he's killing all the animals. He's cutting every tree. This man is the devil, man. He's a demon. He got to go. He's not fit to rule. The earth needs new management. See, that's why it's going to see what the kingdom being translated from one people to another. A wicked people to a righteous people. It's the Heavenly Father showing us how the world is governed in wickedness. Man, look around. So wickedness. And look how it is here. Look what they promote. And look what they stand for. They stand for gross darkness, man. You see? And that's why the Lord gonna take him out. And he's gonna deliver his elect, man. We got, like the scripture says, Nurturing. Basically going to Enoch. He had to take him out.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon, 4 and 11.
Solomon
Yeah.
4?
I think 4 and 11. Yeah, he had to. So we represent Enoch. We represent Lot. We represent Noah.
Right here.
You have to take Enoch away. Right? The wickedness eventually, if you come past by it, eventually start affecting you.
Well, scriptures say that the ways of wickedness abusive things.
Yeah.
Like our people, knew it was wrong to eat moles.
They knew that.
They used to, like you told the story, moles be on the train and get on them,
You get cursed out.
See, you get cursed out,
You'd
man.
be ostracized. If you were on Mo in high school, nobody would mess with you.
That's right.
You always had that one Mo guy hanging with nothing but girls. But he was there, but he wasn't. Nobody really talked to him, messed with him. He was like, you saw him, but you didn't. You know what I mean?
But gradually they started accepting it more and more.
Everything started compassing, yeah.
Dudes that was moles, they was like, what the fuck? You see? But now it's like the 2022 is out here.
It's a thing now.
And it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. I agree.
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon 4 and I'll show you straight to the point. Look at 10. He pleased the Most High and was beloved of him, so that living among sinners he was translated. Was Enoch. Yea, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding or deceit, but God was soul.
The Most High took him away.
So that's why for the elect's sake, the days are getting short. When they said that too, the earth is spinning faster.
It's spinning faster, yeah. That's
See,
the prayer in Sirach. He said, make the time short. Sirach 36.
God.
You gotta make the time short because wickedness is wickedness is a thing.
Is it Sirach 36?
Yeah. Wickedness is a thing, man. It pays to be wicked, man. To be righteous.
Okay. That one right there didn't move at all for a long time. It's been hearing the word. Well, I got it. Sirach 36 and 8. Make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works.
So he prayed, make the time short, because all the prophets wanted to know when. They was happy when Yahweh Shai came back. They said, well, now at this time, restore the kingdom to Israel. See?
I got another quick reset. Second Ed is 2 and 13. Go and you shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you.
Kingdom is already prepared, man. It's already prepared. Let's get at Luke 12:32. Kingdom is already prepared. Right? All we got to do is endure.
Reign on our watch, continue leading the current events of the prophecies, and the brother said endure and give it diligence. Making the bodies of a sacrifice, continue praying, fasting as you can through the spirit. See, praising our power, Yahweh by Shema Shah, day in and day out, giving them no rest to the establishment of Jerusalem praise upon this earth. That's what we got to continue doing. The kingdom's already prepared for us. You see? It's already written. We got the victory. Our Lord Yahweh Shah said, hold that fast thou hast, and no man take your crown. You know, we got the crown. You see? But the Lord is shortening the days for us, man. That's why time is going by quick. Each day goes by so fast. It's crazy.
And we know it wasn't us. Even scientists, the left hand is telling you, yo, the earth is spinning. This ain't full of shit, but this earth is spinning shit.
It's full of shit.
But the time is going faster. They recognize it. Right?
They try to give a little reason why. The time is going by quick. You just say the earth is spinning real quicker than they usually.
It's prophecy, man.
It's prophecy.
That's why.
Most people say, what? Easter, we got a short time.
Yeah.
You say your time is short. So you get ready. We know you're coming, great rappers. Come on with it. Stop beating around the bush. See, we know what you want to do. Really gonna meditate a while. Here, sit. See.
Let's start.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 12, in verse 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
That's the will of the Most High, Yahweh by Shema Shai, to give us the kingdom of Yerushalayim. His kingdom, his son's kingdom. This also means the kingdom of Israel. See? That's his good pleasure. That's His will. All we gotta do is endure. That's it.
Your call.
And it's already prepared for us. And not a Lord Yahushua say in John 14th chapter, I'm going to prepare a place for you. See, Yahushua and Allah was always created, man.
Was Isaiah 63? Eyes have not seen ears. Those are 1 Corinthians 2. She says we only seen a few of his works.
Isaiah 64 and verse 4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, beside thee, what he had prepared for him that waited for him.
See it? So nobody knows. He didn't show us that. It's a surprise. We don't know what the Most High got in store. We don't even know. We just scratch the surface. Yeah, we know immortality. Yeah, we know slaves. Yeah, we know the earth. We don't even know. She said, eyes have not seen or ears heard. We don't know what's out there. We don't even have a clue. Let's say we're part of the 144. We don't even know what the 144 may have access to that other Israelites don't. We just don't even know, man. It's because why? It will be levels, man. See? And the Most High is ever created. Did not Aisha say that the universe is always expanding? He said that.
And that's in Psalm 104.
Yeah.
The Most High stretched out the heavens like a curtain. It's always expanding. You see? He's stretching it out. I seen a video when he basically went from the earth, like the camera went up, kept going up, then the earth kept smaller and smaller. So it showed the solar system, then mad solar system within our, Milky Way galaxy, then mad Milky Way galaxies within the universe. It was like
mad galaxy. Remember, I looked up the planet. They say about 7 septillion planets.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, he don't even know that. He's just talking shit.
Let's give a number.
Huh?
He said, let's just give a number.
It's meaning what? Infinity. Infinity. That's an infinity and beyond. Was it Buzz Lightyear used to say that? That's the kingdom of heaven. Infinity and beyond, man. What's beyond infinity? We don't know.
We don't know.
We can't comprehend that in this flesh. That's why this flesh got to go. That's what said, flesh and blood. Let's get at 1 Corinthians 15. Flesh and blood can inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
Let me say it right quick.
Yeah.
Sirach 43 and verse 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be. We have seen but a few of his works.
Man, we haven't you Jakes haven't even seen them. A lot of you haven't even left your block. A lot of Jakes don't travel. Talk about traveling, man. Sirach told you that. Right? You learn different things when you see different cultures in different places. Okay? It's all the creation of the Most High.
And then when you look around, you see the ocean, the trees, the nature, the sky, everything, the heavens, so on and so forth. And that's only but a few of his works, man. The animals, the insects, the creeping things, the fowls, people.
You learn certain animals, certain plants and fruits are indigenous to certain countries. You can't grow in this weather and vice versa. Some fruits grow in the winter, cold places. Some fruits only grow in the summer. Certain things are seasonal. It's just beautiful how the world runs, man.
And that's only a few of his works.
And Aisha gonna turn around and tell you people there's no God. You're crazy.
So you say what the fool have said in his heart, there is no God.
So all this magnificent work was just by accident, just a random explosion. Even though everything here was a creator behind it.
A designer behind all of this.
Yeah, it was architects behind it. It is just an explosion. Boom. That's crazy to even believe that, man.
You see, when people use common sense, there's always a designer behind the design. If there's a design, there has to be a designer behind it, man. Look at the earth. There's something that's not a design, man. You see, people are they're fools. They're literally foolish. Those that don't believe in the Most High.
Was it Psalms 104? It's verse 20, somewhere around there. Psalms 104 chapter.
Israel chapter. Psalm 104 verse 20. Thou makest darkness, and it is night, wherein all the beasts of the forest do creep forth. The young lions roar after their prey, and seek their meat from the Most High. the sun ariseth, they gather themselves together and lay them down in their dens. Man goeth forth unto his work, and to his labor unto the evening. O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, how manifold are thy works, and wisdom hast thou made them all.
It was his wisdom, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
It tells you that in Proverbs, the 8th chapter. Also, I gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint. How to do X, Y, and Z. And Yahweh Shai did everything else. See? Yahweh Shai. I told you before anything, I was there. Every morning, I was his daily delight. I was ready. So it's powerful right there. It's powerful.
That's what scriptures go into Yahweh Shai when it's in the second chapter 42. He was taller than all the rest, of a higher stature. He's the only begotten son of the Father, man. What do you expect? You see, he has the highest position any Israelite could ever, you know. You see, he's also he's our high priest, our king, our mediator, our advocate. Come on now. So you got the Father and the Son. Then, you know, on down, order. That's why, you know, scripture say honor the Son and you honor the Father, man. Yahweh Shai created us. Of course, the Most High also give us the blueprint, but Yahweh Shai created us, man. See, he hearkened to the blueprint of the Father and made us. He made everything you're looking at, man. It was Yahweh Shai. We really go deep into it, you know. But we know, no, actually, we really go deeper into it. We know it's the Most High, but you know, Jake's don't even know that.
I forget that Ephesians 3 and
9. Ephesians 3 and 9. And to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world had been hid in the Most High, who created all things by Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Read it again.
Gone. Ephesians 3 and 9. And to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world had been hid in the Most High, who created all things by Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
So the Most High created everything by his Son. Meaning he gave him the blueprint. Yahweh Shai did everything else.
That's right. So he gets the credit. Of course, the Most High get the credit. See, because the Most High created Yahweh Shai, and then by Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior, he created everything. All things that you see. That's it. It's plain. It's plain. That's plain upon table.
Let's get at Hebrews 11. By faith, we know that the worlds.
Sorry, say it again.
By faith, we know the worlds was created by.
Oh, yeah.
Hebrews 11 is up 4 somewhere around
Yep. Hebrews 11 and 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High.
Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. All throughout the scriptures, man. So this world, the sea world, that's a world within itself. What's in space, that's another world. It's different worlds, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai was behind all that, man.
What's the proof on that, right quick? John 1 and 14. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth, Yahweh Shai. So he was the word that was made flesh. So he was the word of the Most High, who the Most High created everything through. See? It says, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
There you go, man. The invisible power. Right? We gonna meet Yahweh Shemel Shah soon, man. I'm not gonna rock this out. But we read it. It's 1 Corinthians 15 chapter. Flesh and blood. Look at that. We're going to go back to that glory we once had. Because like we said, the elect were the first fruits. See, they were back there with Yahweh Shai. Take it further, creating everything. You know? She talks about the gods who became men. That's talking about Israel, but mainly the elect too, man. You know, what's tying us down is the flesh. But that's our cross. That's the Most High set it up that way. You gotta fight. Right? Set up that way. You know what you got?
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doeth corruption inherit incorruption.
Flesh represents corruption, right? Flesh is designed to go off. It's a chain, right? It's a chain on your spirit, man. And what? The terrestrial, man. See? So we got to be what? Changed.
Philippians 3 and verse 20. For our conversation is in heaven. From whence also
our citizenship is in heaven. So Yahweh Shah has your life right now. Alright? And
from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall change our foul body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body.
Immortality, man. Immortality. Which see, Jake not even thinking about immortality. Jake just want to be, just whatever, music industry, rapper, fucking dollars. These elite, they want immortality. The Klaus Schwabs of the world, they want this immortality, man. Every day they probably want the top scientists and these think tanks to come up with ways that they can extend their life through technology.
So they know what the blessing.
Or they could download their consciousness into a computer. He desperately wants immortality.
They show that in Alter Carbon. I think that's the name of the show on Netflix. There's other shows too. And the show The 100, there was a certain civilization of people that they claimed they was gods and lived forever because they kept changing their chip, CHIP, the device in the back of their neck. They kept getting new vessels. And they kept living for 100 years because they kept giving a mind drive. They call it mind drive, if I'm not mistaken. And put it in new people. You see that? So they was living for 100 years because through they left hand miracle technology and shit. For sure, that's something art imitates life. So they really want to try they try that right now. They're doing probably test trials. Like they got Neuralinks and all of this stuff, man. That's what they really trying to achieve. Left hand immortality, which is not going to work, man. Just a little more. It says, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things to himself.
So you're never gonna get that immortality.
They want their blessing. The lease on down. They know that we got the blessing of immortality. Power worship over the nations.
You gave it away because you were hungry. You gave up your inheritance because you're hungry. And the blessing ultimately, which is rulership, that's what Jacob got. Dominion forever. We're gonna inherit naturally. That's why it's foolish when you Israelites sell out. Our forefather Jacob was gonna get these things anyway. All nations gonna have to bow to him with immortality. Aisha, he gonna have to work for it, but he has to get it through violence, bloodshed. You have to physically take it. But the scripture said, because of your violence against your brother Jacob. That old Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, vocab talking about the destruction of Aisha too. Because your violence against your brother Jacob, blood shall pursue you. Right? And he started rebelling. Was it 2 Chronicles 21? I forgot what king was it. It was Josaphat's son. 2 Chronicles 21 and
8. So verse 1?
Maybe it's 2 Chronicles 21 1?
2 Chronicles chapter 21 verse 1. Now Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead.
She was wicked, right? There's only a handful of kings that are righteous. He was wicked as shit too. Rich guy.
And he had brethren, and he had brethren, the sons of Jehoshaphat, Azariah and Jehiel and Zechariah and Azariah and Michael and Seth Ta'ah. All these were the sons of Jehoshaphat, king of Israel. And their father gave them great gifts of silver and of gold and of precious things with fenced cities in Judah. But the kingdom gave heed to Jehoram because he was the firstborn. Now when Jehoram was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself and slew all his brethren with the sword. And diverse also of the princes of Israel. Jehoram was 30 and 22 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem. And he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, like as did the house of Ahab.
Niggas are really dumb and slow.